Bonjour, je m'appelle Loris Kim, and in this video I'm going to take you with me on my quest to get better audio on the Insta360 ONE X2. Allez, c'est parti! As you can see, I am in a different location today. I was very lucky to be able to escape the snow and freezing temperatures of Eastern Washington and to take my family on vacation for a few days in Southern California. Without my studio lights, I decided to shoot this video outside. The sun is very enjoyable and it has also allowed me to get some practice with my variable neutral density filter. But the lighting and the audio are not going to be as much under control as when I am in my office. As I mentioned in my previous testing video, the audio from the Insta360 ONE X2 can get pretty bad and almost unusable if there is a lot of wind. So I have been looking for a way to improve the audio on this camera. So I searched online and checked out YouTube, but I could not find a lot of reviews. I decided to purchase two external microphones, the Edutige ETM-001 and the Saramonic SR-XM1. Both are very small microphones and hopefully they should not interfere with the 360 camera. I'm going to start with my conclusion and save you some time and some money. Unfortunately, neither external microphone is a good option. However, the audio and wind blocking ability were much better on the Saramonic. I found the ETM-001 to be way too sensitive and to pick up too much background noise to my liking. So I would recommend to just stick with the on-camera audio and to spend the money on extra batteries, a dive case, or the bullet time handle. If you still feel like watching, I will proceed with the testing. And you may just want to tag along as I will cover other ways to improve the audio on the ONE X2. Before you can plug an external microphone to the Insta360 ONE X2, you will need to purchase the 3.5mm mic adapter. I bought mine for $20 at B&H. I was just a bit surprised that it came in a Cinova box instead of an Insta360 branded one. Well, it works. And it is probably the exact same thing as there is no branding on the device itself. To install the adapter, you will need to open the charging port cover, which is the one on the top. And you will need to detach the cover from the camera by pulling on the rubber safety cord. Okay. Right here, just grab and you pull. So that safety cord right here has an arrow-shaped end so that you can insert it back like it was initially. Remember that the charging port cover is what gives the camera its IPX8 waterproof capability. So do not splash the camera without it. And try not to lose it since it is not a part that you can just buy online. You will have to get a replacement through customer support from Insta360 in China. The adapter plugs into the USB socket and it latches to the camera. Then you have the 3.5 jack input, and you also keep the ability to charge and transfer data with the USB-C. In my quest for better audio, I had three requirements. In order of priority, requirement number one, good audio in windy conditions, which means an efficient windscreen. Requirement number two, balance audio with even volume in all directions, which means an omnidirectional pickup pattern. Requirement number three, invisible, not to interfere with the 360 footage. Based on those three requirements, I selected and bought two small omnidirectional microphones. The Edutige ETM-001 and the Saramonic SR-XM1. The ETM-001 was $27 and it came with the windscreen foam piece. The XM1 was $25 and it came with the windscreen foam piece as well. I also purchased the optional Deadcat for an additional $12. Well, let's go try them out. So I am in the park right now so that I can do real life comparison of the audio from the different options for the Insta360 ONE X2. The first one will be the audio straight out of camera. The next one will be with the Edutige ETM-001. And the last one will be with the Saramonic SR-XM1. So we will be testing the three different options. As you can see, it is a little bit windy, so that's going to be very good to test wind noise and the different windscreen options we will have on those external mics. Right now I am using the DJI Pocket 2 and I am recording the audio on the wireless external mic with a windscreen Deadcat attached to it. That came included with the creator combo of the DJI Pocket 2. And I found the audio to be very good with that wireless mic and the Deadcat on it, even in windy condition. Let's try the audio straight out of camera. Okay, so now we're going to test the audio with the Edutige ETM-001 without any windscreen foam on it.
Okay. Hang on. Here I know. You want to play hopscotch? Whoa, look! The frog's in.
Okay, now let's try the audio with the included windscreen foam.
That's your base? Wait, no, this is your base. Here. This is your base, and this is my base. And we talk to each other by doing this. Whenever we want to talk to each other, we spin this triangle.
Try the monkey bars now.
Okay. No.
Okay, now let's try the audio with the Saramonic
Cassie,
SR-XM1.
Cassie, don't stand under to get sand in your eyes.
louder. Come here. Look. What? You have it that way, and.
Okay, let's test the audio with the included windscreen foam.
Race you to the Kraken head. I know. What if we pretend to ride the frog? How is the frog supposed to kill? Yeah. Oh, I know. Follow me. I'm following.
And now let's test the audio with the windscreen Deadcat. I purchased separately.
My mouth! That's my mouth. Go! Me and my mom, my brother and my dad are doing the one color eating food challenge. Oh.
It's time to compile the results of this audio testing. The Edutige ETM-001 was the worst in my opinion, and not an improvement from the internal microphones of the ONE X2. I found the ETM-001 to be too sensitive and picking up a lot of undesirable background noise, almost to the point of overpowering the audio you actually want to capture.
What's the difference between a beach and a pond?
You want some non-dairy milk? So, for good audio in windy conditions, I will give it a F. The volume was even in all directions. I will give the second requirement an A. As far as being invisible, the bare microphone would not interfere with the 360 footage, but the windscreen foam was noticeable, but it was very subtle. I will give it a A-. The Saramonic SR-XM1 performed better, but it was a marginal improvement over the internal microphones of the ONE X2. The audio got better with the Deadcat, but both the foam and the Deadcat would interfere with the 360 footage. So, for good audio in windy conditions, I would give it a D. For even volume in all directions, it was fine, and I would give it an A. The bare XM1 was invisible, but not the foam and even less the Deadcat. So I would give it a B+. If you are not going to use the 360 feature of the ONE X2, for example, if you plan to use it as a normal camera, or if you think you will mostly use the multiple view, it opens the door to a lot of options, since any external microphone would help you to get better audio. Well, any external mic if you use the ONE X2 as a standard camera. If you plan to do multiple view, you will want a microphone with a specific polar pattern. Bidirectional, also known as figure 8, omnidirectional, or supercardioid. Let me just illustrate that. This is a test with the Rode VideoMicro. I am trying to show the pickup pattern of the microphone by walking around. This is a test with the Rode VideoMicro. So this is an audio test of the Rode VideoMic NTG. I'm going to walk around to illustrate the pickup pattern. I'm on the right of the microphone. Now I'm at the back of the microphone. I'm continuing to walk. Now I'm on the left of the microphone. And now I am back in front of the microphone, the Rode VideoMic NTG. This is a test with the Saramonic Blink 500 Pro. I'm going to walk around the camera. I'm on the right of the camera. Now I am at the back of the camera. And now I continue. I am on the right of the camera. And I am back in front of the camera. So as you can hear, the sound is pretty much level when I walk around the camera. This is because it is a wireless transmitting system, and all of the sound is picked up on my lavalier microphone that will stay in the same place. So that would be probably one of the better options for alternate audio for the Insta360 ONE X2. One issue, or I should say one disadvantage of using a wireless transmitting system with a lavalier microphone is that it will not be very good at picking up surrounding sound. So that's what happened in my video hiking Badger Mountain. It was very hard to hear what other people may say if they don't have mics themselves. So what are my plans for improving audio with the ONE X2? Well, I will just stick to what I have been doing so far, which is capturing audio with field recorders. You may wonder why I was looking for an external microphone then. Well, because most of the time, this is what happens. And thinking audio manually is not a fun task. You also have a risk for the audio to be off by a fraction of a frame, which makes processing a conversation on several different audio clips a real chore. I hope that Insta360 releases an integrated wireless microphone like the one for the DJI Pocket 2. I have been very happy with this one, as I find the audio to be very good. If you appreciated the time I spent creating this video and found it useful, please hit the like button. If you think you wasted your time, hit the dislike button. And if you think my conclusion was just plain wrong, hit the dislike button twice. If you discover a different solution to improve the audio, please share it in the comment. Thank you for watching.